Sup. Welcome to Good Bits.
That's not the introduction.
That is totally the introduction.
That was terrible.
It's not terrible. I'm going with it. Welcome to Good Bits. Yeah, I'm Bronte. This is Claudia. Beth. Hello.
Hi there, I'm Claudia. I think it'd be better to introduce our own names so they know who sounds.
I'm sorry. I'm a showman.
Let's start again.
I'm a showman.
Okay, let's start again.
Okay. Hi. Welcome to Good Bits. I can't do it seriously, so that's as good as it's gonna get.
Okay, that's fair.
Alright, so I'm Bronte.
I'm Claudia.
And I'm Beth.
And, yes.
We're high five.
We're high five. Good bits. Good bits. So we decided to start a podcast together because we're always telling really hilarious stories, and we're just kind of thinking, you know, why are we the only people hearing this hilarious shit? So now we've decided to make our own thing.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Yeah.
I think it was a drunk conversation in my car one day.
Yeah.
I was dropping you off at home.
Yeah.
And
I remember that now.
Now, just to clarify, Claude, you were sober in your car?
yeah, obviously.
She was
I'm not that much of an alcoholic.
She was recklessly, drunkenly driving me home. I was actually the sober one, okay? So.
Don't tell the police.
Don't tell fuck the police.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that was a good idea that you started. I think a lot of good ideas come from drunk people.
I'm often drunk in your car coming up with random shit. So
On the Savvy Bees.
on the Savvy Bees.
There's nothing wrong with being drunk on the Savvy Bees.
Two
Talking
Savvy
shit.
Bees and all the shit just comes pouring out of my mouth. That sounds disgusting, but anyway.
Yeah. Sounds like you've had too many Savvy Bees.
Not today. I'm only drinking Coke Zero.
No, I meant with the stuff pouring out your mouth.
Oh.
The shit.
Yeah, the shit.
From the mouth.
Anyway, so
Anyway, some
we've
background.
background to us three lovely gals.
Power of three. No, that was lame. Continue.
This is off to an excellent start, may I just say. That was great.
I'm enjoying it.
Oh, I
Continue.
am too. So we've all done a batch of comms.
Surely have.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All completed it at the same uni. I'm pretty sure we all graduated at different times as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Which
was
is
fir-
quite
I was
funny.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you second, third.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's weird. Even though we started at the exact same time.
Yeah, sort of, but yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think Beth and I transferred in from arts.
Oh, I didn't.
Because
I
we
didn't
were like,
actually
let's
know that.
smoke bongs for... No, we didn't. I'm joking. That didn't happen. I'm sorry,
No.
Mum.
So, Mum.
Yeah.
I'm sending this directly to your mum.
No, don't.
I'm
Love you, Curly.
Yeah, but yeah, we thought we didn't really know what to do, and then we thought let's just do this and then go into comms, see where we like it, and
Yeah.
then I think we went to the first intro at comms and we were like, why didn't we pick this?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that was
100%.
essentially it.
Yeah.
And how did you get along to communication?
Well, I didn't really know what I wanted to do at uni, and then I decided to do journalism because I thought that was a viable option, which is a silly thing to think as a person who no longer is in journalism. So, yeah, and then just kind of rocked up, didn't know anybody because I was not from here, Newcastle. And then
Planet Earth.
Planet Earth. I'm not from this planet, but that was don't mind me.
I love the fact that you've just become like a more of an instant dork on this podcast. It's adorable. I love it.
Oh, thanks. Thanks.
What's that on?
I don't know.
Thanks. Oh, it's South Park.
Oh yeah, when
It's Gerald. Yeah.
yeah, when they're in
He's
like
got his
the Prius.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, you're doing so much for the environment.
like
Thanks.
smelling their own farts and shit. It's disgusting.
Yes. Anyway,
Totally tripping
So-
balls. Anyway,
but you were saying that you don't do journalism anymore. You work at a...
I am in digital marketing now.
Well, it's technically
I
to
am
do
an
with
account
comms.
manager. It is to do with
Yeah.
comms, but it's not journalism.
True.
Yeah.
Now you're doing your journo chops here.
Yeah, that's
On this podcast.
right. Yeah, I actually like borderline failed radio, so this is an interesting turn of events.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I can't believe I was so shitted off. I'm pretty sure I even like detested it. I was just like, I actually like, oh, who was a beep?
I didn't do radio journalism.
I had
No.
Beep. Oh, I had the dude.
Probably took...
Beep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's pretty
No
funny,
names.
but
Do not sue me.
we can beat that name out anyway. We'll be
Yeah,
fine.
we can beat that. That's true. I'll have to get a beep sound effect.
Beep.
Yes.
Thank you for that, Beth.
Perfect. I'm going to put that directly over the top. So basically, the idea of this podcast, we often, we didn't grow up together, so often we actually tell each other stories about our childhoods and stuff and dumb shit that's happened. So we decided to start a podcast about shit things that we have done, seen, heard, experienced.
Been subjected
We're we're too drunk to not be shit.
to.
And
I don't remember those stories.
oh, there's gonna be
That's why
lots.
you've got our brain.
Oh, good. So you can tell me what shit things I've done.
Just
Yeah.
As
you
drunk.
just wait for the shit things we've done while drunk, because that's gonna be a long one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tune in next week. No. But yeah, so the topic today is shit things that we've done to our siblings.
Yes.
Or that they've done to us.
Yeah. So for some context, I have an older brother. I'm Bronte. I have an older brother, and I have 3 stepbrothers and 1 stepsister, and they are in separate homes. So I had a lot of people to be shit to, and a lot of people to be shit to me growing up. So this is yeah. What about you guys?
So Beth, I have an older brother and a younger sister, so I'm like classic middle child syndrome, like the angel in the middle with the devils each side, you know? Yeah.
The devil's each side. I
Each
love
side.
that. That's great.
Yeah.
That sounds like the title of a novel.
Ooh.
The Devil's Each Side.
Name of the podcast.
That's good bits.
Good bit. I'm Claudia. I have a younger brother. He's about 3 years younger than me. And I was the terrible older sister that would make him do heaps of shit, and I'm sorry. But
Are
not
you?
really. No,
No.
I'm not really.
I'm not sorry for the things I did, mainly because I still find them to this day so funny.
Yeah.
Even because I'm a terrible person. Oh dear.
Excellent.
So who wants to go first? Me.
All right, you go.
I don't know. Nobody immediately
Go for
said
it,
anything, so
Bronte.
I got scared and jumped ahead. So one of my favorite stories about me being horrible to my step siblings. My youngest stepbrother is 6 years younger than me. So when I first met him, like when my dad and my stepmom got together, he was probably only like 3. But anyway, when he was like maybe 5 or 6, we used to have a treadmill at my house.
This is going great.
Yes. So we had a treadmill at my house, and my best friend would come to my house every day after school. And one of the things we got into was turning on the treadmill, just on a low setting, getting on at the front, and then just sliding off the end onto the carpet. So it was kind of like not a vertical, horizontal slippery dip. And it was the best. It was genius. It was very good. Anyway, my little stepbrother, who was 5'6", he was like borderline in love with my best friend, so he would always want to spend time with us, which was like real cute and everything, but it was also extremely annoying. So he came in when we were doing the treadmill stuff. That sounded strange. So he came in and he said, "Oh, can I play?" And I was just like, "Yeah." And he kind of sat at the front of the treadmill, and he couldn't see me turning up the speed on the treadmill to as fast as it will possibly go. And then he kind of slid off the treadmill, and I've never seen somebody pick up so much speed. And he just kind of went flying off the end of the treadmill and into the side of a lounge, and he actually hit it so hard that he landed on the ground and didn't get up for a few seconds.
Oh my god.
And so the worst part is that the first thing I didn't first think like, oh, I should probably call for help. The first thing I thought of was, I am in so much trouble if he is dead. So I was like, if he's dead, I am in so much trouble, especially off my stepmom. But then he got up and he was missing a tooth. And he got up and was laughing and was like, "Can I go again?" And I was just like, "Oh, thank God he's not dead." But more relief for myself.
What I love at the start of that story is the fact that you said, "Oh, I don't really feel that bad about anything," and then this is still. Is this still how you feel after telling the story?
Because it was so funny that the worst part is, the funniest part was that like he just didn't get up for a few seconds. He was just laying there like face down on the ground, and I'm like, he is dead. Yeah, nobody's laughing because I'm a serial killer.
Oh, yeah, Bronte's Confessions.
Bronte's Bronze Confessions.
Bronze Confessions right there.
Oh, God.
That's fantastic. Yeah, your poor brother. Your poor, yeah.
Yeah, I've done a lot of... Most of these stories are probably about him, actually. I don't know if he remembers. He's like 19 now, but...
Let's hope this doesn't, like, if he listens to this doesn't bring back traumatic memories.
Yeah.
And then he has to go, yeah, bit of therapy. Yeah.
He doesn't touch treadmills now.
Yeah.
I can't work out. I have a fear of treadmills.
There was also one time in Fiji where, like, we went to these, like, volcanic rock slides, and it was like a slippery dip again. But, yeah, and you could go down, and it was like a waterfall. And anyway, I was filming him from the other side of the waterfall, and he got stuck in one bit, and he couldn't get out, and I thought he was like joking around, and then it was like I was like laughing into the camera, and then I was just like, oh no, he's drowning, and then we had to rescue him. I don't know if we still have that video, but the background is just me laughing while he's just like crying for help, and I'm just like
I feel like people could associate you with serial killers now.
Yeah, because
that's very true.
Yeah, yep. Anyway,
that's so good.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Most of mine end up with my stepbrother nearly getting killed, so not on purpose.
Not on purpose.
But there's a little bit of like manic laughter though.
Yeah, because I cackle at it to this day.
So is it on purpose? Perhaps.
Bitch, it might have been. I'm gonna have a Dorito, you guys.
Oh, that's good. Beth, do you have any stories you can't? No, I'll go next.
Yeah,
I don't
go
mind. So my brother, I think he was about 6 when we first got the board game Atmosphere. Do you know what Atmosphere is?
No.
Atmosphere is like that. It was like a DVD / board game. So you'd have like the board game out on the table, put the DVD in, and this scary dude would pop up on screen.
Oh.
Yeah, that kind of game. And he would tell you. I think he'd count down from like 60 minutes, and it would tell you like you have to win before the timer runs out. And you'd have to get to the object of the. I think it was like the middle section.
So kind of a little bit like Jumanji.
Yeah, sort of like that.
Yeah.
I guess.
In a way.
In a way, as an example, that was good. Yeah, and I, as a very good older sister, told him that the really, really scary, like, dead-looking dude on the screen.
Yeah.
He was going to suck him into the TV.
So Jumanji.
If he lost. Yeah, exactly Jumanji. I'm seeing where maybe I got this idea from now. This is making a bit more sense.
Did you actually write Jumanji the film? I think you might have.
Don't tell people, alright?
Yeah,
I don't want that fame to be, overcoming.
Don't
anyway.
worry, we'll edit it out.
Oh, excellent. Thank you so much. I told him, this guy will take you into this hell, like version of hell, and just keep you there. And, 6-year-old little Liam was like, what? I don't want to play this game then. And then I was talking to him about this story, and he said, I remember how you got me to play the game. You bribed me with $100. And I went, where the hell did I get $100 from? Being like, I think I was like 9 at the time.
Yeah.
And he said, you got it out of my wallet from my birthday money. So I bribed him with his own $100 bill to play the game. And he did. And it was, great. And then, like, halfway through the game, I completely forgot that I told him it was going to suck him into the TV.
Oh.
And he was, stressing out. It got to like the last 10 minutes on the screen. And he's like, come on! And I was like, why are you this stressed about a game? And he's like, the guy's going to suck us into the TV. And I was like, oh yeah, right, of course. Better win. And we did. And then, turns out that he found out a lot later on in life.
Probably a little bit too late on.
Yeah, probably.
Then, yeah.
Sorry.
Poor Liam.
Yeah, poor Lemon. Call him Lemon sometimes, just casually, just to clarify that
Does
his
he
name
like
is
it?
Liam. Yeah, he doesn't mind it.
Okay.
It's only because little kids can't say his name properly and they call him Lemon.
Oh, that's the cutest thing.
Yeah.
Aww.
That was a nice note to end on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It started out horrifying and it turned out really
it's
nice.
still bad. I mean, I'm not going to say that I'm sorry because I mean, no, I will say I'm sorry, but I don't regret doing it because it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yes.
Actually, I have another story. This is actually not about me. This is about my dad. So my dad had older brother and also an older sister, so he was the youngest. But anyway, my dad, when he was like 18, he was like a leco, I think, like an electrician. And basically, or maybe he worked in the mines. I can't remember at that point. But apparently, one night he like went out with all his friends and he got like stupidly drunk.
Is that okay?
No, but that's okay. Benny.
They're talking to the cat, by the way, guys.
Yeah, that's my cat. He's being a dick.
He's having a bit of a scratch on the stairs.
Yeah. Anyway, so my dad got hella drunk one night when he was 18, and he came home at like 3 a.m. or something ridiculous. And anyway, he woke up at like, I think he had to get up for work at like 6. Anyway, he got up and he was still drunk. And basically, his older brother came in and said, my dad was getting ready for work, and he was like heaps drunk still. And he was just like, no, I'm fine, I'm going to work. And then it's like, apparently my uncle like was so dead set against my dad not going to work that he punched him in the face and knocked him out and put him back in bed. And my uncle like called my dad's work and was like, yeah, he's not coming.
Oh my god!
So my dad just woke up at like in the afternoon and he's like, what? Yeah. So I thought that was like nice. In a way, he was doing a nice thing, but he did knock out my dad and put him back into bed.
I feel like you come from a very violent background. Are you okay?
Background. Yes.
Yeah.
I have been. I only ever won, like, in terms of the violence. I only ever won a wrestle with my brother one time, and he never fought me again after that.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Because we're just like.
Was this your younger brother?
No, this is my older brother. So he's 3 years older than me. And then anyway, I think the last like physical altercation that we ever had, I think he was like 16 and I was like, oh no. Maybe he was like 17 and I was like 14. But anyway, we were like fighting at my pop's house. And it was just for funsies.
I don't know about it.
I can't even really, it's like Bron raised her fists. And but anyway, one time, like he was like on the ground and I managed somehow to flip him over his like neck and shoulders. Whoa. And he was like, he had a cry, and I was just like, this is like a life-changing moment for me. I was like, I have never seen you cry before. Well, actually, I had seen him cry, but not from me beating him in a match.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like he respected me more after that. Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
That did not prove at all that you're less violent.
No, if anything, it shows that I am more violent.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get on Bron's bad side.
No.
No way.
No.
Bron can win a fight.
I'm sure you would. I love the fact that you just looked at your boyfriend for that.
Yeah.
You could win a fight. Death staring.
A physical altercation, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying I'm abusing my boyfriend or anything, but if he crosses me, maybe, perhaps.
Oh, excellent. So, Beth, have you thought of any ideas? Come on, you've got some stories. I know you do.
I probably do, and that's the thing. I'm trying really hard to think about this, but
we don't necessarily have to think about shit things you've done to your siblings. What are some shit things that they've done to you? Air it out.
Didn't they used to blame shit on you all the time?
Probably. No,
see, Beth's a very nice person.
She's a really good sister.
And she doesn't want to be like, oh no, I don't want them to not like me.
Oh, stop it.
Beth is cute.
It's like my inner like Terry from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I just need Terry loves to be loved.
Oh,
that was excellent.
I love Terry. Terry's my
favorite. Sorry, segue there.
Segue to Brooklyn Nine-Nine. But, yeah.
I remember when I was the young kid in this situation. I was probably about 3 or something, 3 or 4. My brother had friends over, and this one guy, he's like in the military now. He was always very like guns and ammunition, boom, boom, boom.
Ah.
And
wait, before you continue with the story, can you do that again?
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh god. Sorry, continue. I just had to do that.
So, to clarify for those listening, I just did finger guns up in the air.
Like a little cowboy.
From her titties.
Oh, yeah.
Not initially.
She hides her guns in her titties.
You know what? Anyway, let's get off the conversation of Beth
Tits
boobs.
keep coming up today and it's unhealthy.
They keep coming up.
But I remember...
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, I got the giggles.
Oh dear.
Whew. So as a child, like, this friend used to come over and he was very guns and ammunition, very like hands-on, like physical kind of guy. And I remember my brother and this friend wanted to play like doctor and I was the patient. They got like Lego and that was their like surgical tool. So they were like literally torturing me with like Lego and like, I can't even remember what it was called. It was like some sort of other building blocks that had like screws and stuff in it. That
Oh
you
my
could,
god.
and they were like, I was on the bed, like,
I love that
strapped
you're
down.
shocked in this. And you literally watched your younger brother nearly drown. This is nothing.
They
This
used
is
to,
nothing
like,
right now.
Strap me down to the bed with like, what are they called?
Velcro?
No, like a what's that
A
thing?
straight jacket?
Do you have a spare straight
Yes.
jacket on hand?
It's just a Hoy thing. We keep straight jackets in our house. I thought it was normal.
This is unpacking you.
Because this is very revealing.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
is.
a therapy session.
It
Anyway,
is. It
continue.
is actually, isn't it?
A little
Like,
bit.
hmm.
Yeah, it's like haha these jokes. And it was just like,
like,
oh, I got tortured as a child.
Or dressing gown, like, you know, the cord that you tie
Oh,
on the
okay,
dressing
yeah,
gown?
yeah.
Like, my arms are like tied above my head and like legs tied at the
Jesus.
bottom. This is sounding kind of kinky now.
Oh yeah, it's like if you weren't 3 at the time, it would have been a little bit too kinky.
I think it started off kinky because of the finger guns from the breasts. That's where it all started, alright?
I think you've got some deep-seated kinks.
Let's leave that one for another podcast.
Yes.
But,
Tune in next week for kinks.
That's the name of the show now.
It's just kinks.
Thanks.
Oh, sorry. Yes, go on, Beth. We've interrupted the story like 5
boob
times.
guns.
Finger titties. No, wait. That sounds like titties from your fingers. What? Wait, is it fingers, like do they grow on your fingers? Or do your titties have fingers where the nipples are supposed to be?
Yeah, that's why I was doing these ones, like flopping my hands around. Not flopping is such a disgusting. And I was just like, have we got boob fingers? Like, what's happening here?
Oh my god. Okay, anyway,
Back to
continue
the
with the
story.
story.
I feel like I got
And the medical, yeah?
So yeah, I used to get operated on with like Lego tools, and I don't have a Lego kink, by the way.
You don't like just stepping on Lego when it's in the middle of the room unexpectedly, and instead of going, you're like, yes.
Oh
No?
I feel like my story doesn't have an end now.
I feel like she hasn't said no to it though. That's the scary thing here, Beth. No.
Beth just like goes into the bedroom with someone and she's like, hey, bring the Lego.
They could be like, oh, cool.
Lay me down on a bed of Lego.
Stop that. Oh no. What an image.
My next acoustic recording.
Lay me down on a bed of Lego.
Oh,
Oh god.
excellent.
I love that.
That's great.
Oh
Yeah.
dear. Oh god. So
Can we match that story now? That's the question.
I can try. So this is actually a really weak one, actually, because like there was this one time with that younger stepbrother that I was telling you about, where I tried to convince him to eat a dog biscuit because I thought it was funny, and I was just like, it was literally like one of those little tiny round ones, and I was like, look, it's a biscuit. I was like, you should eat it. And he's just like, that's a dog biscuit. And I was like, he was probably like 8 at the time. So he was getting on.
He had his wits about him.
He was getting on in his years. And I was just like,
What is he, a dog now?
yes. He's at least, 40? I don't know, at least 40. But, yeah, and I was just like everybody else in the house, I think my best friend was there too, and everybody else was just like, Bronte, he clearly knows that is a dog biscuit. And I was just like, eat it. I was like, it's not a dog biscuit. I was like, I'll give you $2 if you eat this biscuit.
Oh, that
And
changes everything.
he didn't do it, and I was just like, oh, you coward.
As if you wouldn't do it for $2
Eat
as
the
an
dog
8-year-old
biscuit.
kid.
Yeah.
$2 as an 8-year-old kid is like 50.
You can do the whole world with.
You could remember.
Why do you keep making things sexual, Ben?
You can for $2 you can do the whole world.
I don't think Ben's allowed on the next podcast.
Such a sexual bird.
Unless we're doing kinks. Ben. Oh.
I feel like we can't let me on the podcast unless it's going to be R-rated.
No, that's fair. This will definitely be rated R, I think.
Oh, I think so.
R or
Ooh.
Is that...
It's an X-rated film.
I've never...
Titty
Yeah, I was
guns.
about to say I've never heard of a rating or worse.
Yeah, I was thinking, is there a worse rating than R? And I was just like, titty guns.
That's the rating.
That's the rating, titty
That's
guns.
the rating. Love it.
Rated
Oh.
titty guns. Adult content.
Rated titty gun.
Oh my
that's good.
god.
Oh, gee.
Well, I have a bit of more of a tame one,
Yeah.
if you want to hear this.
Alright.
So, again, younger brother.
Yeah.
He was probably, I think he was about like 4, this story. So I was a lot younger. And I was probably about 6 or 7 at the time. We had a PlayStation.
Yes.
And I love the PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
I love the PlayStation so much that I wouldn't let Liam have a go. And because he was so young,
Classic older sibling.
yes,
though,
he
by the
didn't
way.
he didn't know that perhaps the controller that he was using may not, it wasn't plugged in.
Oh.
So he was having a go,
I did that
having
to
a real
Isaac
good
too.
yeah. And he would be, very happy about that, like, thinking that he's doing whatever on screen, and I'm like, you shush. I'm trying to concentrate by playing Crash Bandicoot over here. Okay? Right?
What a game.
Yep, nostalgia, all of it. Anyway, so then I thought I got a better idea because he was distracting me. How about we play a game of hide and seek? And he's like, yeah, let's do that, The reason why this was such a good idea from, what was it? What did I say I was? Like 8 or 7-year-old me? 7-year-old me.
Yeah, something like that.
Was because I knew where Liam would hide. He had a go-to hiding place.
Yeah.
And I thought, this is perfect. I was an evil genius, I feel. And so I said, I'll start counting, you go hide. And he went, okay. And the place he would go hide is in Mum and Dad's room. It was the laundry basket because he was small enough to fit in the laundry basket
lemon.
and put the lid on top of himself. And I didn't look for him because I knew where he'd be. So then I went back to playing the PlayStation like, oh, finally, at peace. I could play this properly without any distractions. Anyway, it was probably about 2 hours later. Mum was doing the washing. She opened up the laundry basket and there little Liam was asleep, waiting for me to find him. And she's woken Liam up saying, what are you doing? And he's like, no, Mum, shush. She hasn't found me yet. Thinking, I've broken the record of hide and seek. When in actual fact, I wasn't looking for him.
Oh, that's such a shit thing to do.
Mum was like, oh, did you forget you were playing hide and seek? And I'm like, no. Playing the PlayStation, continuing to play.
Oh.
And in all, I'm a terrible child.
Hot damn.
Terrible sister.
Dick move.
All right, well, I mean, my one didn't cause physical harm.
Yeah.
But did Lemon have all these teeth?
Did he?
He did, indeed.
Yes.
He loved that spot. I swear, there's a photo somewhere where we've got him in the basket, looking up, smiling, because it was his favourite spot in the house. He liked being in little enclosed spaces for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It was just comforting
Just
for him.
crazy.
I feel like all kids have that like weird.
Yeah, but it was
thing.
gross because it was on top of dirty laundry.
Oh.
It's like, why?
Camera just turned off, just heads up.
Oh,
It's all good.
as in it's run out of battery.
No, I reckon it's just decided, you're not using me, so I'm going to turn off.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Which is bullshit.
Anyway.
Anyways,
Cool.
I'm just going to check on it.
Yeah, excellent.
Um,
You do that. You do some maintenance.
Yes.
While you're doing that, Bronte, tell me another story.
Oh, I'll tell you another story.
Have you got one or not really?
Yeah, well, I mean, this is just like the worst thing that I'm assuming, I still blame them to this day, but my stepbrothers, one of them, okay, so the background story is that I was very bad at gaming as a child. Like, we had a Nintendo 64.
God, this is bringing back so many traumatic memories. You sound like my younger brother.
Yeah.
And I'm very mad at you right now.
Why?
Because I had to endure the whole terrible, I'm crappy at gaming, and I had to be on his team whenever we go over friends' place. And now, he's like the biggest expert gamer there is.
Yeah.
And I don't get that side of him. Like, I had to endure the shit years.
Yeah.
That's unfair. Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry.
I feel
Just
like
bringing back bad memories.
It is the thing for the older sibling to kind of like finish games because my thing was that I would start a game and I didn't know what I was doing, or I'd get lost and I'm like, I don't know what to do, so I'd get my brother to finish levels for me because I couldn't do it. And then anyway, I think I was like in year 11 or 12 and I'd gotten to the point where I was playing Conker's Bad Fur Day, which is like my favorite game of all time. I think we might have played it. We did, yeah. So so we were playing. I was playing Conker's Bad Fur Day, and I was like right near the end. And I went back to play it after school one day, and one of those little bastards deleted my game, and nobody owned up to it. And I kept blaming them. I was just like, those two are the only ones who are playing it. Because I think by that point my brother was in London, so I was like, it wasn't him, because he worked in London for a bit. And I was just like, and I'm in Australia. And then they were just like, it wasn't me, I didn't touch it. And I'm like, you fucking did. Don't lie to me. Yeah, so
that was a clap for your story there.
Thank you, just a single clap. But yeah, that was like the most. I think I had a cry because I was like, that is the closest to the end of that game I ever got by myself without my brother doing that. And one of them deleted it, and then my dad and my stepmom were just like, stop being so irrational. They didn't do it, and I'm like, did you do it? And they're like, no. And I was like, well, it has to be one of them. I was like going a little bit insane. But
so did you ever find out?
I reckon, I don't know. It was one of them. I kept blaming Nick, but I don't know.
Don't know.
One of you needs to tell me. But anyway, I might forgive you. There will be minimal bodily harm. As a violent child. I'm very violent. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Excuse my violence.
Actually, speaking of like games, I know Claude, you'll probably hate me as well. I was the shitty game one too. I don't
hate you. It's more the fact that like, if you were a gamer and like younger and you liked playing games and you're shit at it, you know, it takes time to learn how to play the game. It's more the fact that now I want to play games with him and be on his team. He's like, no, you're shit at that. And it's like, well, I had to endure the crappy times with you. Exactly. Karma. That's right. Nothing. That was excellent dance moves, by the way. So go on.
Titty guns.
Titty guns.
So, I used to, like, the Nintendo 64 was like my jam. Well, at least I thought it was my jam. Yeah. Anyways, we used to play Mario Kart all the time.
Yeah.
And Mario Kart on the 64. Oh my gosh, it stressed me out. So anytime I played with my brother, he would literally have to give me a 2-lap advantage.
That's nice.
He'd stop at the start line and give me 2 laps advantage. Half an hour later, he's still at the start line, and I'm like, okay, let's do this. He'd still beat me.
Aww.
Yeah.
But that's not a shit thing.
Yeah,
that's
I was about to go, that's
thing.
a sweet thing that he would stop for you.
Just sort of on the maybe it's not the shit thing, but like on the topics of playing games and being shit at them.
You know what, this is a bit like that Rick and Morty episode where it's just like all of the freaking things, like they all have like positive memories instead of like
the parasites.
Beth is a parasite. We're like, Beth, tell us a bad story, and she's like, oh, I remember that time when my brother let me do laps on him in Mario Kart, and we're just like,
what?
We have no bad memories with Beth.
So because you're the violent one,
please kill me.
Oh yeah, you know the answer to the end of this Rick and Morty episode. It is to
spoilers.
It's first season. If you haven't caught up by now, like
it's
hurry
second
up.
season.
First season, mate.
No, mate.
It's first.
I will prove you wrong.
Okay, go do it.
What's
I can't wait for this.
What's it called? It's Total Recall, isn't it?
I don't know. It's just the one with the parasites.
It is. It's very early second season.
It's not.
I think it is. It's like one of the first.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's like episode 2.
Damn it.
Total Recall.
I hate myself.
Okay, season 2, episode 4.
I apologise.
Eat it.
No, thank you. I don't want to eat it.
Eat that.
Anyway,
I apologise.
We should probably wrap this up.
Yeah, we should. Anyway, we started on Rick and Morty and ending on
Rick and Morty. Didn't we?
Did we start on Rick and Morty? Oh, we did with little bits.
There's good bits.
Good bits.
Alright, thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye.
As I wave into the microphone.
Bye.